I like the fact that Corey said that, what if I took a guy home and started kissing him and then he stopped? I was like, no, keep going. Keep going. What's going on, world? I'm Wesley from Aconnectiontv, the network, the one channel on YouTube where we actually adopt similar connections to spot our differences. And this particular review is going to be about the latest episode in season 29, Real World San Francisco. We are joined by Jamie, Jenny, Thomas, Jay, Corey, Ashley, and Ariel. I have to say, I'm a little annoyed that it took me a minute to do this review because this second episode was actually better than the first. Now that we actually know a little bit about these people, it's nice to see how they settle in. And mind you, in episode 2, we're only like a week and like 4 days in, or like a week and 3 days in. So it's like they've already got all this drama. They already have all these love and sexual emotions toward one another. Jenny is mad that her and Corey had sex. Girl, I don't know why you would be mad about that. I mean, I do know why, but at the same time, I mean, look at Corey. So it's kind of like you knew that you wanted to. The attraction was there, the emotion was there, so just let it be there. Ariel, I love Ariel. She is a cool ass, down ass type of chick. I don't know if she's gonna get schizophrenia or like really ridiculously crazy or like drunk and just wanna destroy and burn down the house later, because she's just too calm and just chill for me. Like, I don't know. I love Ariel though. Ariel by far is the best member of this freaking cast. She forgives Ashley for pouring hot oil on her face. And I don't know, like, okay, I'm just one of those types of people that's just like, okay, forget the drama, let's move on. But at the same time, you kind of like have to check someone. And I guess she checks Ashley in her own way when they actually talk about the situation, and she forgives her because Ashley was drunk and she's seen two versions of Ashley. She's seen the sober Ashley and she's seen the drunk Ashley. I don't know, it's kind of interesting. But I love Ariel to death because she's just like, okay, water under the bridge, let's squash that. Then they decide to have a house meeting. And in Ariel's mind, she's just like, okay, now that we're free and open and we're able to talk and we're all sober, let's have a freaking house meeting. And so when they have a house meeting, they actually get some things resolved, which is the first time I've actually seen a house meeting come to a positive resolution. But the girls, Jamie and Ashley, are just like, the first day was kind of like crazy, but you know what? Let's not even bring it up here. Let's just talk amongst ourselves. I'm thinking to myself, no, that's not what a house meeting is for. Once she said that, I was like, it's not gonna work out. Because Jamie is hard-headed and Ashley is hard-headed. So two hard-headed motherfuckers coming together is only gonna give you what? Another goddamn hard head. So when they actually do talk, they argue and they don't listen to one another. It was really annoying to see this because I'm like, they both are sober, but they're both cocky. Like they're too cocky. And what I mean by that is they're too stuck in their own ways. Like, you're not gonna trump me in this conversation, and you're not gonna trump me in this conversation, so let's piece it out. And just, okay, we're not gonna come to an agreement. I'm just like, what was the point of that? Are we dealing with adults? Thomas admits to the cast that he's only slept with 3 people. I'm thinking to myself, when I was his age, I don't know about y'all, but just because you sleep with 3 people doesn't make you better than anyone else. Just because you sleep with 500 people doesn't make you better than anyone else. At the end of the day, it's how you conduct yourselves and if you protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. If you sleep with a lot of people, that means that you're experienced. And 9 times out of 10, you'll be able to do to me what I want you to do to me. I don't feel like training bitches. I hate training bitches when it comes to sexual encounters. It's like, if you don't know how to do this already, why are you messing with me? I'm not here to train you. Not unless I fall in love with someone that's just a virgin. I highly doubt that that would happen. But I like certain things to be done during sex. And so if you don't know how to do it, or if you've never done it before, we're not. Corey doesn't want anybody to find out about his sexual encounter with Jenny, and neither does she. Or at least in the beginning of the episode, He wants that to be a secret because he doesn't know where his mind and his head is placed right now. So he just wants everything to be cool, everything to be calm. He speaks to Jenny. Jenny's like, you know, I just don't know what to think about the situation. Corey's like, that's the problem. You're thinking too much. Stop thinking about the situation. Just let it be. Just be cool, just relax, and just breathe. I myself always think about a situation when dealing with someone because you just never know what they're thinking and you just never know what's going to happen next. Out of nowhere, everybody starts talking about the prior nights, and it's found out that Ashley and Corey kind of like flirted and hooked up the other night. And I'm like, weren't all y'all there when this took place? Y'all were that wasted that you do not remember Corey and Ashley freaking sexing all over the place? Jenny, weren't you there in the tub with the real life version of Doug? And what we saw on the camera was you were gawking at the two of them freaking in the kitchen. Thomas gets quite a few calls from his ex in this particular episode, and I'm thinking to myself, suspect. And then when the producer was like, would you want Haley to visit the house? I'm like, what? Suspect. Thomas and Jamie and Ariel go out and they're chilling or whatever the case may be. Thomas admits to Jamie that next week we're gonna go out on a date. I'm like, aw, that's so sweet. It's very interesting how things end up and the levels of progression to actually dating. I think it's interesting to say the least. They go to this little eatery and Jamie admits how many people she slept with to Thomas. And I'm thinking to myself, this dude clearly said he only slept with 3 people. Your 16 is gonna look like slut of the year. Matter of fact, slut of the decade. So I'm thinking to myself, this is gonna be interesting. And sure enough, when she says, you know, 16, Thomas is like, damn, that's a lot of people. Like, you're a hoe. Like, what the fuck? And Jamie's like, no, I'm not. Thomas is like, yeah, that's disgusting. I'm disturbed. I'm like, damn, son. Corey admits to everyone that they had sex in the confessional. Jay is turned off by it. I would be too. I'm like, okay, if you're gonna have sex somewhere that I don't necessarily sit or lay my head or wash up, because some people are really nasty with sex. Some people like anal sex, and I don't know if Jenny likes to get fucked in the ass or not, but typically when certain situations like that occur, stuff ends up all over the place. Or if Corey is a shooter and he likes to just shoot all over the place, that's nasty. And sometimes you miss a spot when you clean. Ain't nobody got time for that. Like, I don't want to walk and step in as kush. These guys go out every freaking night. And Jamie yells, I love love. Love is supposed to be had. And I'm just like, what? Jamie, you're doing too much. The reason why you love love is because Thomas told your ass that he likes to make love to people, not have sex with people. There is a difference though. There is definitely a fucking difference. There's sex. One that is a physical action between 2 people that when you walk away from the situation, it does not mean anything at all. Love is not the complete opposite, but love is a physical connection, not interaction, a physical connection with someone. And when you walk away from that situation, you're feeling like, oh, here she is the one. All of this happening in a week means to me that this shit is going way too fast. I don't know about you guys, but I'm just like, damn, there's a lot of shit happening already. I can only imagine when the exes get into the fucking house. Is it just me, or does Jamie's ears annoy the fuck out of you two? Because I don't know, when her hair is pulled back, don't nobody want to see that. It looks weird. Like, I can understand maybe if she had one of those small ass gauges, but them shits is like hula hoops on her goddamn ear. This shit is awkward. Ariel, the cool ass chick, takes everyone on a bus. Bus? I don't do buses. But they go to the gay part of San Francisco. And I'm like, okay, cool. At the same time, I don't really know how the straights are gonna really handle this situation, meaning the straight males. Typically, straight females don't really care about gay spots, but straight guys really don't know how to conduct themselves, or at least not in my experience of life. But I thought it was really, really cool how the cast really didn't have any ignorant situations occur. I thought it was hot, especially for Thomas and even Jay, for all the guys, because Jay is in the Bronx. Thomas is you know, well up and well off, you know, and you know, usually those types of people have their chin up, their nose up, like, and then Corey is just macho bodybuilder. So I don't know, it's very, it was very pleasing to watch those guys be able to still do their thing and conduct themselves in a gay setting. Come to find out that Thomas doesn't really like the gauges either. I'm like, yeah. Jimmy starts flirting and kissing a chick. Typically guys would like that. But Corey does not like that. Corey feels cheated on. Corey feels some sort of way. Corey is upset. And when they get home, Corey and Jenny talk about it. Jenny's like, I don't understand what's his problem. Corey's like, yeah, but I like you. Ashley and Jenny decide to go out on their own. Corey's like, don't bring anyone home. But don't bring anyone home. But don't bring anyone home. Jenny's like, okay, back up. What's wrong with you? Jamie was annoying with this whole jealousy thing about other girls talking to Thomas. Like, y'all didn't even have sex yet. Like, y'all didn't even have sex yet. I know you're feeling this guy, but she was doing a bit much. She was doing way too much. Like, I can understand if y'all had sex yet, y'all boned, but she was doing way too much. The look on Jamie's face when Thomas said, you know what? Forget this. You don't have to get jealous anymore. You're my girl. If you want that title, you are my girl. Jamie was like, Corey and the rest of the crew decide to leave, and they're smacked. Well, at least Corey is smacked. Corey and Jay are smacked. Ariel got this cute little girl to the side. She's feeling her or whatever. I see who's the top in that relationship. Dudes out of nowhere just start getting into the camera. They're like, oh, we're a part of Railroad. Hey, oh, hey. My girl, Ariel, comes out and she's like, yo, back up. Back up. Nah, don't do that, son. Back up. Back up. The dudes keep coming. The dudes keep coming. Jay like, yo, don't touch my girls. Don't touch my girls. I'm like, oh shit, Bronx is coming out. Bronx is coming out. Ariel's like, but nah, son, I don't need you, son. I got this. Back up. Back up. I'm like, yo, Ariel is cool as shit. Then out of nowhere, Corey bring his fine ass into the situation. He flexes his muscles and he's like, I am He-Man. Hooah! And he pushes this dude. Some corny cornball looking dude. The dude is like, what? You gonna have at it on Real World on my time? No, fuck that. So he charges the crew. Ariel bodies this dude and she's like, back up, back up, back up. I'm like, yeah! Ariel is hot. Then Corey gets all upset. He's like, roar and shit. They get back to the house. They get followed by the guys. Corey wants to go back outside the house and beat up the dudes. They got security out to try to get the guys back. I'm thinking to myself, like, this is some Real World. Y'all really live on the streets. So once word gets out that the Real World is filming at this particular spot, all hell could potentially break loose. Like, Real World is China. At least with the Bad Girls Club, they go way off into somebody's mountains or some shit where bitches can't get to them. Real World be in the streets. Corey's like, fuck this shit, I'm out there, son. What it is. Ariel's like, bitch, bye. I'm like, damn. Ariel just bodies Corey on the floor. She's like, stop, my dude, stop. I'm like, this is a lot of aggression. Jenny's like,
I don't know what this is. Like, I can't be a part of this. This is too much.
Everybody goes crazy. Everybody loses their mind. Jenny talks to Corey. Corey's like, what? Like, no, like, this is crazy. No, you're not listening to me. Like, they were attacking us, and then I had to fight someone, and Jenny's like, well, wait, calm down. Just sit down. Can you sit down? Like, don't be punching the fist in the hand. Like, you're not just gonna do this. Just sit down, boo-boo, sit, boo-boo, sit. Corey's like, The drama is gonna be on 10 when these exes get into the house, and I'm really liking this season of Real World. It actually really, like, I really want to watch this whole particular season.
Double take.